May I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, friends of J.J. Pearce High School, good evening. Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2015. Our graduates have worked hard for 13 years in order to receive their diplomas, and they deserve our admiration. However, we ask in the name of fairness and expediency that you do not excessively applaud individual students. This will give each parent and guest the opportunity to hear the announcer pronounce each student's name who will be honored here today. Please allow each family to enjoy its special moment during the ceremony. If you have a cell phone or electronic device, please turn it off at this time. The graduates, faculty, and administration also request that you refrain from using noisemakers so that this ceremony will be given its proper respect and dignity. We would appreciate your assistance in adhering to the Event Center's fire code. Please remain in your seats. Do not sit or stand in the aisles or by the rails. The paths must be clear at all times. Thank you. At this time, would you please stand for the presentation of the colors and remain standing for the national anthem and the processional.
seated. Good evening. I'm Senior Class Secretary Molly Bamberger. Thank you to the J.J. Pearce Wind Ensemble under the direction of Mr. Greg Hames. Would you please pause for a moment of silence so that we may all individually, according to our beliefs, join our hearts and minds to give thanks for the blessings that have brought us here today. Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce Student Council Vice President Anya Bezprozvania.
Good evening. I would like to welcome you to the commencement exercises of the J.J. Pearce High School Class of 2015. Please help me in welcoming the following guests. Our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Kay Wagoner. Our RASC Board of Trustees President, Ms. Kim Caston. Dr. Kristen Kewen. Mr. Justin Bono. Ms. Lynette Greenhaw. Ms. Jean Bono. And Mr. Aaron Lynn. Members of the Superintendent's Advisory Council, Deputy Superintendent of Instruction, Ms. Patty Keeker. Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Instruction and Operations, Ms. Tabitha Branham. Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Instruction and Operations, Dr. Christopher Goodson. Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Dr. Fernando Medina. Assistant Superintendent of Technology, Ms. Sandra Hayes. Chief Executive Director of K-12 Curriculum and Instruction, Ms. Brenda Payne. Executive Director of Communications and Public Affairs, Ms. Kara Womack. On my left, Mr. Philip Bates, Principal of J.J. Pearce High School. Daniel Kowalski, Valedictorian, Class of 2015. Catherine Ruff, Salutatorian, Class of 2015. Madeline Kotz, President, Class of 2015. Jason Poindexter, President, Student Council. The top 10 graduates. Student Council and the senior class officers. You may be seated. I would now like to introduce some additional guests. Would you please stand when I call your name? First, we have several principals from our feeder schools. Ms. Farah Smock, Principal of Park Hill Junior High. Mr. Josh Eason, Principal of North Junior High. Mr. Steve Lemons, Principal of Brentfield Elementary. Ms. LaShawn Easter, Principal of Northridge Elementary. Ms. Carol Mixon, Principal of Canyon Creek Elementary. Ms. Jennifer Wilson, Principal of Mohawk Elementary. Mr. Kyle Stewart, Prairie Creek Elementary. Ms. Pam Aitken, Prestonwood Elementary. Mr. Keith Forte, RASD Academy. I would also like to recognize all of our RASD Directors of Instruction and Curriculum. Would you please stand? Also with us this evening are many of our incredible teachers. Will the J.J. Pearce High School teachers please stand? In addition, I would like to recognize our counselors, Ms. Willa Myers, Ms. Jerry Kellogg, Ms. Judy London Young, Ms. Annette Moran, Ms. Rebecca Johnson, Ms. Crystal Epps, and Mr. Tiago Oliveira. And finally, I'd like to introduce the Pearce administrators, Ms. Donna Anthony, Ms. Katie Muttram, Ms. Talandra Griffin, Mr. Shannon Bennett, and Mr. John Wing. Please join me in recognizing our faculty and staff.
Hello, I'm Jason Poindexter, President of Student Council. Before I get into how amazing the class of 2015 has been, I'd like to thank a few people for supporting me along the way. First, my family. Mom, Dad, and Sarah, thanks for all you guys have done for me and everything you've given me. Y'all are awesome. I would also like to thank my Student Council fam and give a shout out to Stampede. Lastly, I'd like to say thank you to the faculty for always wanting to see the best in us students. Never would I have thought that I could say I was good friends with the principal, but Mr. Bates, it's been fun, and getting to know you has been an honor. Congrats on a great first year. And now the class of 2015. This year, Pearce moved up to 6A, and in a very good district, we exceeded expectations in almost every sport. The football team beat the odds and advanced to the playoffs after starting season 1-4. The volleyball team had a fantastic season, going undefeated in district play and making it to the 5th round of the playoffs. Cross country and track also had good seasons, sending several athletes to the regional competitions. Boys and girls golf, along with wrestling and softball, all had solid seasons, finishing ahead of Richardson High School in each of the sports' final standings. The boys basketball team surprised everyone in advance to the playoffs after beating Highland Park twice in 2 very loud, passionate games, marking the first time in over 10 years HP failed to make the playoffs. Yeah. There you go. Watching Mr. Bates as he tirelessly attempted to contain the Blazer crew in the Pearce student section is a memory I will never forget. Our tennis and swimming teams had some extremely gifted athletes, including several who participated and placed in state competitions. The baseball team, led by 5 future college players, had a strong year, finishing 3rd in district and advancing to the playoffs. Both the girls and boys soccer teams had outstanding seasons, and the boys were a penalty shot away from making it to state. Our cheerleaders always kept the crowd loud, while the Wranglers always succeeded in giving the school some extra pep. As a fan and a Wrangler, I can say that it has been a fun 4 years, watching, supporting, and losing my voice while cheering on the Mustangs. And I know the seniors playing at college next year will do big things. In the Fine Arts Department, Pearce has some of the most talented programs in the area. The Mighty Mustang Band upheld their standards of excellence, winning awards at various competitions. The band and the pacesetters made sure the fans at football games were well entertained at halftime. The pacesetters amazed everyone at the pacesetter review with how well they danced, and always made sure to throw in its work at their pep rally routines. Stampede had a fun year under a new director, and Boots scooted down to San Antonio, where they performed at a Spurs game. Orchestra and choir were outstanding, producing amazing award-winning music. In fact, Pearce had the most seniors placed in the all-region choir out of all of the RSD high schools, and had 2 members named to All-State. The theater department had another great year, successfully putting on How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, where they won state for Best Musical at the DSM High School Musical Theater Awards. Yes, I said that right. Pearce Theater won state. But Pearce has done more than just play sports and sing and act, so I'll tell you just a few of the things that the class of 2015 has accomplished. We had 2 students who accepted military academy appointments for next year. Mr. Fields and the Pre-Med Club hosted a blood drive where over 150 Pearce students gave blood to help save lives. Student Council in its last year raised 3 Arcs of Animals through Heifer International to help out third world countries. And over a 19-year stretch, Stuco raised over $700,000 in goods, clothes, and food, helping people around the Pearce community. In their final year, the senior class officers put on numerous senior events, including Senior Sunrise to kick off the year and Senior Sunset to close it. They also organized a great senior prom and kept us informed and involved all year long. It's been a very special year for all of us seniors, and the past few years have been a fun ride. As we are about to graduate, I want to leave you with a few words that have stuck with me throughout the years. Great moments are born from great opportunity, and that's what you have here tonight. Here at Pearce, we've been given a great opportunity to achieve success through a quality education, so we therefore have great moments ahead of us. Nelson Mandela, South African national leader, summed up the importance of education when he said that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. If this is the case, all of us graduates have the power to leave an impact on our communities as we begin the next chapter of our lives. There's no doubt in my mind that many of us will end up changing the world, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store. Thank you, class of 2015, for an awesome 4 years. Go Mustangs. At this time, we will hear from Forte under the direction of Michael Leisinger and Laura Taylor.
To let the fresh air breathe. Good evening, I'm Shay Murray, Senior Class Vice President. When Mr. Bates asked me to introduce him at graduation, we both laughed out loud. Because if you know me, you know that I'm not the best public speaker. Regardless of this, I'm honored to have the opportunity to introduce Principal Philip Bates. Mr. Bates has 16 years of experience in education, all in the Richardson Independent School District. He began his career teaching 6th grade at Big Springs Elementary. Mr. Bates was later principal of both Yale and Skyview Elementary and then Richardson North Junior High. He is in his first year at J.J. Pearce High School. Mr. Bates holds a Bachelor of Science degree from Southwest Texas State University and a Master of Education degree from the University of North Texas. This entire year, Mr. Bates has talked very highly of our senior class. Many senior classes will follow, but we will always be his first. Together, we will cherish these moments of the times when he lectured us, the times when he taught us, and the times he made each and every one of us feel important. On behalf of the class of 2015, I would like to thank you for all that you have done for our school and for the students. Our last year would not have been the same without you. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Philip Bates.
Thank you, Shay. It is now my privilege to recognize some of our graduates who have achieved honors this year. I'd like to ask you to hold your applause until the end of my presentation. I'd first like to acknowledge the top 10 graduates for 2015. Please stand when I call your name. Number 10, Hannah Wing. Number 9, Blake Maska. Number 8, Catherine Kring. Number 7, Jackson Evans. Number 6, Catherine Flink. Number 5, Molly Bamberger. Number 4, Caroline Andrews. Number 3, Brian Harris. Our Salutatorian, Catherine Ruff. And our Valedictorian, Daniel Kowalski. You may be seated. At this time, would Blake Maska and Matthew Edmondson please stand? These are our National Merit Scholars who have been selected based on their PSAT scores and have proven to have the strongest combination of academic skills and achievements, extracurricular accomplishments, and potential for success in rigorous university studies. Congratulations to Blake and Matthew. You may be seated. Would Krista Merschel please stand? Krista is a National Achievement Program Scholar and was selected based on her PSAT scores as well as her overall achievement. Congratulations, Krista. Would our Super SAC members please stand? Molly Bamberger, Wilson Colick, and Jennifer Calderon served as a voice for Pearce students as they met monthly with the superintendent, central staff, and board members to discuss topics important to students. Thank you so much for serving so diligently. Now, will the students wearing the white and blue NHS pendants please stand? The white pendant represents those students who were selected for membership in the National Honor Society. You may be seated. Next, I would like for the students wearing the gold stoles to stand. The gold stole represents students who have a grade point average of 90 or above for their entire high school career. You may be seated. Now will all the students wearing the gold cord please stand. These students are our avid scholar graduates. Among them, they have earned 79 college acceptances, over $1.9 million in scholarship money. Well done and congratulations. You may be seated. I'd now like to recognize the students who are wearing the Service Learning Medallion. Would you please stand? This medallion represents those students who volunteered at school and in the community for at least 30 hours during their senior year. Our combined total this year was over 15,000 hours. Thank you for investing in your community. Would the SOS lifeguards please stand? These students were selected to serve as mentors for our 9th grade students. They willingly gave their time, provided support, and tutored our students so they could start off strong. Thank you for helping create a community to care. You made it, and I couldn't be more proud. You're truly an amazing, talented group of young adults. But what I love most about this senior class is how much you care for each other. So many times this year, I'd be at a game, a banquet, an award ceremony, or watching a performance, and I'd catch myself admiring how you cheer for each other. And we're not just talking about casual clapping. You genuinely cheered and supported one another. You appreciated and admired the success of your classmates, and that speaks to your incredible character. I will always remember the love and respect you showed each other, and that's one of the many reasons that makes this class of 2015 so special. And now, what you've long been waiting for, some advice. You officially reached the first of many milestones in your life. You all walked different paths, but you all made it. So now what? Some of you have plans that are neatly laid out. Others have a million or so plans that seem exciting, far-fetched, or maybe completely disjointed. And finally, some of you have absolutely no idea what you're going to do around the next corner. But it's critical in life that you remember plans are just that, plans. The big bad world is based on action. Nobody wants to hear what you're thinking about doing. Nobody wants to hear about what you should have done if the situation was different. And nobody wants to hear you complain about how impossible something might be to accomplish. No, this world is based on action. I challenge you to wake up each morning and set your sights on doing something positive. Don't just think it, don't just talk about it, do it. And whatever you choose to do it better than it's ever been done before. Remember, in life, the only one you're competing against is yourself. Each one of you has unique gifts. Find your greatest gift and turn that into a career. It's been said, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I'm not 100% sure if I believe that. But I can tell you from experience, it's a whole lot easier to put everything you have into a job that you love. Please know that you'll always be a graduate of J.J. Pearce High School, and you will always have a loving community to come home to. You'll go on and become Longhorns or Aggies, or Red Raiders, Bears, or Bobcats. But remember, you will always be a Pearce Mustang. I'm so proud of you. I will miss you. Congratulations. It's now my honor to present the Salutatorian of Class of 2015, Catherine Grace Ruff. I'd like to ask Catherine's parents to stand. Please recognize Tom and Susan Ruff. This year, Catherine was principal horn player for the Mighty Mustang Band. She was vice president of the National Art Honor Society, treasurer of the Spanish Club, an AP scholar with distinction, a 4-year TMEA scholar, and a member of NHS and Mu Alpha Theta. In the fall, Catherine will attend Texas A&M University in the honors program and major in chemical engineering. Please welcome, with a GPA of 100.3.78, your salutatorian, Catherine Ruff.
Good evening, or should I say howdy, to the class of 2015, friends, families, acquaintances, and people I have never seen before in my life. Before I give my speech, I would like to thank my family for their continual support, advice, and love. Also, I would like to take a moment and give all of the parents here this evening a round of applause for coming to our games, events, and activities, and for being with us during the hardest moments of our lives. Thank you, parents. Just remember this moment when you're paying for our college tuitions. Life is like a maze. There are twists, turns, obstacles, stalemates that keep us from easily reaching our end goals. The paths and possibilities of where we go and where we end up are endless. But as we age, sometimes those possibilities fade away, and we are stuck on certain paths that we have chosen to follow. Sometimes you fall into a pit. Sometimes the path becomes more difficult than we expected. Sometimes there are paths that we aren't allowed to go down. Sometimes we can't see where we are going to end up. And sometimes we spend months and months following a path, and what do we reach? A dead end. These twists, turns, obstacles, dark paths, and dead ends are what define us. No effort is ever without some sort of adversity. But in the end, the best outcome is high achievement. And if it doesn't work out, at least you have attempted to reach your goals. Only those who fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. For Teddy Roosevelt once said, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of the deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat." Failure. A disease that has plagued us all at some point in our lives. Some of the most successful people have dealt with it. Steve Jobs was removed from the original company he started. And Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for having no original ideas and lacking imagination. As we move on with our lives, everything is not going to go as we planned it to. Our parents and friends might not be there with us every step of the way, but the lessons that they have taught us will. The Rolling Stones said it best. "You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, well, you just might find you get what you need." As we celebrate the introduction into our adult lives, I think it is important to reflect on the lessons from our childhood. Some of the most powerful childhood lessons I have learned have come from the stories of Dr. Seuss. So congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. Oh, the places you'll go. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win because you'll play against you. But on and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So, be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98 3/4% guaranteed. Life is a journey. And yes, it's going to get rough. But if you keep true to who you are, keep perspective, and have the right mindset, you can reach your dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. It is now my privilege to introduce you to our valedictorian of class of 2015, Daniel Evan Kowalski. I would like to recognize Daniel's parents and step-parents, Michelle and Lee Lowenstein, and Colin and Barbara Kowalski. Would you please stand? This year, Daniel was the head drum major of the Mighty Mustang Band and captain of the mock trial team. He was a member of the varsity track and cross-country teams and served as a peer mediator and an SOS lifeguard. He wrote the Android app, Homework Pro, and owns the business Dan Good Honey, specializing in honey products, specifically bee products. Dan plans to study biomedical engineering in the honors program at the University of Southern California. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome, with a GPA of 104.06, your valedictorian, Daniel Kowalski.
Good evening, y'all. It's an honor to stand in front of the J.J. Pearce class of 2015 as y'all's valedictorian. This honor would never have been mine were it not for all the support both in and out of school. My greatest supporters are undoubtedly my parents. Mom, mothers are always the unsung heroes, but I want you to know that you've always been my superhero. It gets cheesier. I'd also like to thank my stepdad for being behind me 100% in every undertaking, my dad for showing me what it means to be a Kowalski, and my stepmom for her unwavering encouragement. Brothers, sisters, thank you all for being my role models, for raising the bar higher and higher. I also thank my family who came from near and far to celebrate my graduation. All your compassion, dedication, and mentorship have been invaluable throughout my life. Some of my other families are here today as well. My peer mediation family, SOS family, my band, mock trial, track, and cross-country families, even my A-Lunch Super Smash Brothers Club family. Finally, I'd like to recognize the special teachers who have inspired and, well, nagged us so that we can sit here together as a graduating class of 2015. Thank you all. Now, I'd like you all to take this time to join me in applauding the people that have helped us get here today. Philosophy forms the keystone of our lifestyles. The words of scholars have been embedded in our society long before Plato published The Republic and Machiavelli, The Prince. However, philosophy isn't exclusively from dead authors whose words are consolidated into leather-bound books or kept on shelves made from rich mahogany. For instance, I drew my philosophy from SoundCloud, where I first heard Chance the Rapper's thought-provoking question. Wouldn't it be wonderful if every day, when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of view? Chance the Rapper's question may seem familiar, downright unoriginal, and atrocious plagiarism. Well, it's not original. Why should it have to be? Chance's lyrics are inspired by another great philosopher, a man, or rather, an aardvark named Arthur Reed in a children's TV show. So how does Chance, an artist in the rap game, a game notorious for its association with vice, come to pull his lyrics from a children's cartoon? Chance listened. Chance listened past our bustle of busy agendas, our clamor of suffocating cynicism, and our cacophony of stifling preconceptions. Chance listened, and through all this jading noise, he heard the voice of childhood, an eagerness to experience an unadulterated world. After all, wouldn't it be wonderful if every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of view? Your point of view, your perspective is what makes you distinct, but a point of view is inherently narrow, because after all, it is just from one point. We broaden our worldview by adding vantage points, by sharing our perspectives with others. It's so easy to share now with wonderful networks like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, you name it. But too often, we use these tools to create a look what I'm doing or look who I'm with culture. Too often, I catch myself looking at internet forums or comments when the opportunity to have a genuine conversation takes only to lift my chin. A genuine conversation doesn't only happen between close friends, and it definitely does not happen on a cell phone. I'd like to be able to get to know the man sitting next to me at the red light, or to get to know the lady who tells me to take my shoes off at the airport, or the man sitting opposite me in the dentist's waiting room. Every day, I wonder why we pass up chances to connect in the most organic fashion, unbridled conversation. The best way to get a fresh perspective is to see a new view, to walk down a different street altogether. Earlier this year, I was offered an opportunity to walk down a street that lies 14,000 miles away. There were 2 days left in winter break, and my dad presented me with a trip to Cape Town, South Africa. I wasn't sure what was happening, but it seemed like my dad was convincing me to skip school. I thought he was crazy, but I rolled with it. Turns out he was a smidge crazy, but he asked me, hadn't I worked up too hard to pass at this trip? So saying yes would mean missing several days of school at the start of my senior year's second semester. I knew that meant my grades would fall, and consequently, I might not be afforded the honor to stand before y'all today. I also knew that my family, Granny Bess, cousins, aunts, and uncles across the Atlantic are what makes South Africa my second home. So I took my chances and said, yes, let's do it. One passport fiasco, 36 hours and 40 degrees Fahrenheit later, I was climbing a mountain, chatting with the crowd at a nationally famous band concert, and spending quality time with people I didn't expect to see for years. A modestly better test grade could never have replaced my profound journey. Needless to say, I'm glad I gambled and walked down a different street. I say gambled because, well, life is a game based on chance and chance decisions. A game sort of like Monopoly. I've learned that when a game like Monopoly comes to a close, it's not about how much paper money you have or hidden under the board. You know who you are. No, at the end of the game, it's not about how much paper money or even luck you have. No, it's about the relationships you cultivated while you were playing. That's why the simplicity of Chance's message is so profound. Wouldn't it be so wonderful to meet new people and see new places? No longer wonder about the wonderful, it's time to be wonderful. We're about to adventure on streets beyond J.J. Pearce and meet hundreds, no, thousands of people, each with a story. Thus, I challenge you, know them, learn from them, share and experience life with them. Adopting new perspectives, forming new relationships, and seeing new places takes courage, trust, and humility. Standing in front of the J.J. Pearce class of 2015 means standing in front of the most courageous, trustworthy, and humble people I've had the honor to know. I'm so excited to see how we'll go forth and prove to be wonderful. And I'll leave you with a few more words from our philosopher and artist, Chance the Rapper. This is it, the message, and it comes from the heart. Believe in yourself, for that is the place to start. Thank you.
Hi guys, thank you Daniel. I am Madeline Kotz, the senior class president. I would like to also recognize my fellow officers for their dedicated leadership over these past 3 years. Thank you, Ms. Gandy, for always being there for us this year. We love you. As I stand between you, your diploma, time with family and friends, and of course a post-graduation Instagram picture, I will be mindful of your time. On behalf of this amazing class before me, I would like to express thanksgiving to all who have made reaching this milestone possible. To the class of 2015, we came, we saw, we conquered. We came into Pearce as a highly anticipated class, expected to bring greatness in just about every aspect of talents. As we were the last class to be told to sit down at pep rallies, little did we know that our standing tall and united was a foreshadowing of our high school career. We began to realize our true potential to leave a legacy. We saw many changes while at J.J. Pearce. We experienced a spark of an idea become a reality through the Starting Off Strong SOS program. We were guinea pigs for STAR testing. We witnessed many of our organizations and spirit groups succeed multiple times, despite being 4A, 5A, and 6A during our 4 years. We have seen the legendary teachers of Pearce begin to hand over the reins to the next generation. The firsts and lasts at JJP helped us all see what we could accomplish. We conquered, and we're here. We have overcome so much, both as a class and as individuals. During our times of hardship, uncertainty, and change, our compassion for one another has been unceasing. Our legacy is one that teaches selflessness creates togetherness. Togetherness has propelled our pride as the class of 2015, as we've known no limits to what is possible. Why not take this mindset into the rest of our lives? And so, I leave you with 3 thoughts. First, have heart. Guard that heart of yours, because it's from the heart that everything flows, such as love, resilience in pursuit of your dreams, and perseverance. With your heart, you can put a little bit of grace and peace back into the world. In quoting a Spanish proverb, al mal tiempo, buena cara, put a good face to the bad times. With heart, this is possible. Secondly, be humble. Being humble leads to the understanding that success has a personal definition for each of us. Humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. And finally, do something. Yes, you have the ability to make a positive and resounding impact. However, you must be strong within yourself in order to be strong for someone else. With this in mind, if you find yourself to be unhappy, do something about it. You obtain the power to be as happy as you choose. F. Scott Fitzgerald said, "It's never too late to be whoever you want to be. I hope you live a life you're proud of. And if you find that you're not, I hope you have the strength to start over." Graduation is a milestone, a sunset, and that is truly worth celebrating. But keep this in mind. After each sunset is a sunrise, the start of a new day. And this is also a reason to celebrate. Remember, life is a lot like Texas weather, with sunshine or unexpected storms in any season. Having the heart and humility to do something will help you weather anything. Class of 2015, know that we are precious and loved more than we can even imagine. Congratulations, best wishes. I love you all, and go Mustangs.
Thank you, Madeline. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Kristen Kewen to come forward. Seniors, would you please stand?
Class of 2015, by the powers vested in me by the state of Texas, the State Board of Education, the Texas Education Agency, and the Board of Trustees of the Richardson Independent School District, I now declare each student who will receive a diploma to be a graduate of J.J. Pearce High School.
Graduates, at this time, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Please be seated. As you are directed by the junior ushers, please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Daniel Evan Kowalski. Catherine Grace Ruff. Brian Michael Harris. Caroline Helen Andrews. Molly Taylor Bamberger. Catherine Marie Flink. Jackson Boswell Evans. Catherine Reynolds Kring. Blake Hill Masker. Hannah Cecily Wing. Jason Michael Poindexter. Anya Lenisha Bezprovani. Daryl Alexandria Tibbetts. Julia Walker Rivers. Madeline Kathleen Kotz. Shay Elise Murray. Okay. Rebecca Genevieve Coy. Julia Lynn Menegudi. Gregory John Abel. Karen Lillian Aguilar. Omar Kareem Ahmad. Marie Claire Al Godwin. Elizabeth Ann Aldridge. Abraham Hosni Ali. Blair Hannah Altman. Megan Ashley Alvarado. Jonathan Michael Anderson. Madison Elise Anderson. Alan Anthony Arce. Was that it? Oh, Leonardo Fajardo. Alan Anthony Arce. Alyssa Elaine Ardila. Shelby Lynn Armbruster. Kevin Daniel Armbruster. Charles LaRue Armstrong. Andrew Maxwell Arnold. Summer Samia Asami. Emily Grace Biergen. Jamie Renee Baker. Esperanza Marie Balquiera. Adriana Marie Banshoff, sorry. James Ray Barnett. Angelica Maria Barasa. Andrew Thomas Bartnick. Ellie Noemi Bartolo. Logan Lee Bartolome. Brennan Joseph Baxter. Maxwell Carol Beckham. Bethany Margaret Bell. Blake Darden Berger. Marie Ann Bernard. Jacob Sterling Barrier. Kinsey Page Bickham. Thomas Lowry Bills. Carmen Maricela Blancas. Anthony David Bolner. Marco Antonio Briones. Lily T. Bristol. Antonitra Brown. Joseph Robert Brown. Cameron D'Angelo Brown. Kimon Devondrick Brown. Jeffrey Stephen Buddy. Cole Wilson Bonacera. Brianne Avery Burkert. Liam Kelly Byers.
Rosa Valdez Cabrera. Will Taylor Kalame. Ilana Calatayud. Lorenzo Castañeda. Elia Calvillo. Alexis Jaime Calzada. Librado Valesquez Campos. Emily Campos. Enrique Campos Novas. Alyssa Nicole Castellano. Monica Deanne Carranza. Devin Casey Carrillo. Erica Maria Casales. Cole Wyatt Casanova. Jairo Castañón. Charlize Sage Cates. Rodrigo Cerde. Manuel Iván Cerda Gallegos. Nati Juliet Cervantes. Frederick Jan Chavert Nosek. Jacob Matthew Chu. Henry Connor Clay. Sierra Ann Clugston. Rebecca Cohn. Freddie Contreras. Chad Alexander Cooper. Chanel Allison Cooper. Brenda Elizabeth Cortez. Odalis Covarrubias. Emily Jean Kraft. Daisy Mojica Cruz. Kennedy Alexander Curley. Ryan Michaela Current. Ashton McCarty Dale. J.R. Davis. Samuel Klein Davis. Samuel Walker Davis. Rosa Gisela de Jesus Martinez. Michael de la Sancha. Ashley Carolina Decker. Brandon Peter DeFrank. Caroline Michelle Delatour. Eric Nathaniel Diaz. Mauricio Diaz. Hector Diaz. Kelsey Nicole Dickerson. Molly Diane Dillard. Alicia Moran de Sousa. Jordan Dallas Eads. Nicholas Stephen Eads. Matthew James Edmondson. Tamala Joy Elias. Savannah Alexis Elkin. Nathan Alexander Ellis. Darnell Kelly Ainge. Garrett Weldon Erickson. Gray Marie Escude. Moisés Alejandro Espinosa. Gerardo Espinosa Vega. Cole David Evans. Sean Ryan Fabris. Michaela Morgan Farrell. Alexandria Sophia Fellers. April Celeste Fernandez. Christopher Michael Fernandez. Michael Anthony Ferreira. Mariana Elizabeth Fierro. Alexander David Fisher. Garrett Hicks Fisher. Justine Valentina Fight. Cole Thomas Flandorfer. Robert Cooper Flickinger. Marco Antonio Flores. Herbert Ross Ford IV. Morgan Alexandra Forteeth. Ethan Kyle Frechtman. Nicholas Hansen Free. Carla Francisca Funes. Noelia Galvan Torres. John Avery Gunn. Damn. Samuel Gaona. Andrea Colleen Garcia. Juan Daniel Garcia. Juan Carlos Garcia. Michael Garcia. Rafael Garcia Martinez. Edgar Garza Pesina. Timothy Joseph Gell. Preston Armand Ganfili. Natalie Rose Geis. Samuel Robert Larson Geis. Caleb Guerin Gillenwater. Adam Clarence Goad. Alexis Fernando Gomez Bautista. Bianca Mireya Gonzaga. Giselle Gonzalez. Blake Adam Grabsky. Manuel Antonio Granados. Anna Jill Gray. Eric Ryan Greenfield. Sarah Elizabeth Greenspan. Rebecca Alice Groves. Samuel Ian Groves. Pablo Giovanni Guillen. Alexis Sheree Gwen. Brenda Gutierrez.
Soha Anisa Hagigi. Arash Alexander Hajadari. Megan Maureen Hale. Tatiana Sage Hall. Jordan Taylor Halverson. David Grayson Harden. Alec Michael Bradley Harmon. Anna Marie Harris. Tanisha Quinn Harris. Benjamin Joseph Harrison. Caroline Michelle Harsha. Ryan Shelton Hart. Kalia Renee Hayes. Noah James Heller. Yassine Shahab Helmi. Naquel Henderson. Nico Spear Hendrickson. Jacob Willard Herkamp. Gabriel Misael Hernandez. Jackie Elizabeth Hernandez. Rosa Isela Hernandez. Nady Hernandez. Andrea Brooke Herman. Deshaun Ladavius Higgins. Garen Hinson. Tyler Aaron Hogan. Dan Thompson Holden. Elizabeth Marie Holden. Brittany Michelle Horowitz. Mark James Hodgkiss. Siki Huang. Joseph Robert Clyde Hubble. Anna Marie Hummel. Rafael Isidro. Caroline Holly Jaimez. Artur Jakubowski. Angelica Europa Hara. Jonathan Gabriel Haregi. Lauren Johnson Washington. Austin Jet Jones. Jeremy Hayden Jones. Jordan Garrett Jones. Malik Micah Jones. Mercedes Jones. Tajade Jones. Catherine King Jovicic. Marco Santos. Fernando Daniel Juarez. Wilson Dale Colick. Adam Charles Kamen. Sydney Morgan Kane. Farbod Karimi. Kazra Karimi. Julian Tomasavich Kasten. Megan Elizabeth Kelly. Frederick Logan Kenner. Umar Paul Cassava. Amanda Lee Kiesling. Eddie Lee Kimura. Austin Richard King. Mason Robert King. Hayden James Klinkhammer. Ashley Ann Klungness. Robert Anderson Kewen. Megan Rose LaJoy. Joseph Drury Lane. Matthew James Lane. Spencer Tate Lange. Kenneth Lavon Lawrence. Owen Lasance Lee. Michaela Jade Lewison. Lauren Margaret Ligon. Susanna Charlotte Lintner. Dulce Lira. Justin Lihung Liu. Mariah Nicole Lockett. Allison Claire Long. Caroline Elaine Long. Carolina Garcia Lopez. Dolly Ziklali Lopez. Jessica Marlon Lopez. Jose Martinez.
Joshua Christian Lopez. Alexis Nicole Lozano. Benetti Luciano. Harper Michelle Lukey. Noemi Nikki Halugo. Maria Cristina Luna. Tara Michelle Lusignan. Jonathan Mitchell Mackey. Shaquille Mahmoud Mala. Danny Alexandra Madrid. Dulce Yesenia Maldonado. Grace Ann Mallory. Eileen Mancilla Felix. Stephen Harley Mandel. Darcy Elizabeth Mantell. Levin Mao. Jared Earl Marble. Erin Marie Martin. Sydney Louise Martin. Eileen Martinez. Beatriz Martinez. Ty Aller Martinez. Jose Sebastian Mata. Matthew Jason May. Caroline Jane McCoy. Joshua Wilson McCoy. Spencer Robert McCoy. Derek Markel McCrae. Fallon Alexis McCune. Clip Peterson McKean. Sarah Elizabeth McNair. Connor Gregory McQuaig. Lauren Suzanne Mearns. Guadalupe Zenaida Medina. Elsa Medrano. Jaime Mejia. Jennifer Mendez. Krista Jane Mershell. Amy Caroline Messerschmidt. Lauren Elizabeth Minardi. Abigail Elizabeth Miller. Jacqueline Celia Miller. Samuel Craig Miller. Sarah Elizabeth Mitchell. Joshua Yancey Mendares. Daniela Mondragon. Roberto Muraz. Brennan James Moran. Mike Kelvin Moreno. San Juana Moreno. Wesley James Morrison. Ashley Kate Mushin. Patrick Allen Mulvihill. Micah Philip Murdoch. Margaret Diana Myers. Ingrid Celeste Naranjo Leon. Alberto Narciso. Amy Nava Delgado. Austin Redpath Noland. Nicole Meep Norman. Kenneth Ushuk Norris. Teresa Mora Nkwandi. Joshua Richard Ochoa. Brian Mercado. Alexandra Elizondo Lazaran. Daniel Olvera. Shian Nisar Omar. Christian Aaron Orozco. Eric Ortiz. Mauricio Ortiz. Erica Guadalupe Pacheco. Alexa Marie Pakowski. Jocelyn Salvador Palacios. Cristian Palma. Janet Paredes. Sarah Ha-Yun Park. Yeonju Park. Michael Cade Parks. Dakota Mills Pearl. Emily Ann Pearson. Wiley Brenner Permarty. Shelby Elizabeth Parrott. Nicole Marie Piquet. Michelle Patricia Pinilla. Armand Matthew Pimarati. Daniel James Platt. Sarah Price Portnoy. Eli Henry Powers. Wesley Marshall Presnell. Alice Emma Preston. Jada Monet Propus. Anastasia Goldberg. Isaac Meyer Prizant. Allison Quarles. Cindy Ramirez. Daisy Ramirez Pineda. Sabrina Michelle Ramos. Silas Jacob Ramsey. Caitlin Taylor Ray. Riley Jessica Ray. Jesus Enrique Raimundo. Dalia Gabriela Rebolledo Arroyo. Jansen Victoria Rees. Kelly Denise Reinlein. Adam Paul Reichers. Connor Joseph Rennick. Dominic Anthony Reyes. Nicole Lynn Reynolds. Lindsay Ellen Ricci. Samuel Isaac Richards. Chloe Sinead Riley. Razel Ariana Rincon Villalobos. Riley Morgan Robbins. Davis Gray Rogers. Eric Marcelo Rodriguez. Melissa Rodriguez. Ricardo Rodriguez. Cassandra Wendolyn Rodriguez Barrera. Eber Brandon Rojo. Sofia Francesca Rose. Jacob Cole Ross. Gabrielle Elizabeth Rosado. Madeline Grace Royce. Luis Felipe Rodriguez.
Jason Alexander Sacco Vertiz. Ryan Safdarinia. Maria Guadalupe Sagrero Sira. Diana Laura Salazar. Jesus Salazar. Nabil Saleon. Zoe Elizabeth Samaniego. Timothy Paul Sanchez. Areli Sanchez Vargas. Jenny Anahi Santana. Angel Santos. James Timothy Severline. Ali Ahmad Saveti. Zachary David Scaff. J. Maxwell Schmidt. Rose Marie Schmidt. Matthew David Schneider. Stephen Alexander Schutz. Cassidy Jane Seaborn. Jennifer Mariela Segura. Ian Patrick Sellers. Alicia Margot Sepulveda. Madison Kate Servin. Elizabeth Ann Sheldon. Alex Jeremiah Silva. Charles Vincent Simons. Adam Bernard Singer. Matthew Solomon Singer. Dylan Skelton. Hannah Elise Slider. George Kingston Smith. Megan Taylor Smith. Weston Ray Smith. Caleb John Smith Shaw. Diana Soto. Marcos Soto. Sabrina Nicole Spodek. Michelle Lily St. Louis. Tara Marie Stanislaus. Joshua Evan Sterrett. Micah Lowry Stennett. David Francisco Strait. Timothy Constantine Stumvall. Hannah Lee Summers. Reese Andrew Svetkoff. Brandon Arthur Swartz. Joseph David Swinney.
Jacob Elliott Tanamachi. Charlie Michelle Tapkin. Andrew Victor Taylor. Brandon Montrell Taylor. Kyle Hudson Taylor. Abyssinia Tessima. Diamond Thomas. Courtney Ruth Thomason. Seth Hollish Thrash Thompson. Katling Tirado Davila. Kelly Robert Todd. Perla Castro Torres. Karina Elizabeth Torres Diaz. Thomas John Treese. Jacob Christian Trevino. Peter James Trevino. Giles Bernhard Ufer. Zachary Richard Ulrich. Elvira Uriustagui. Jorge Urrutia. Julio Vargas Luna. Regina Olivia Vasquez. Vanessa Vela. Jose Carmelo Velasquez. Karina Velasquez. Freddie Victor. Jose Eduardo Villa. Hannah Rose Wallace. Ian Roy Zachary Wallace. Kaylee Cheyenne Warren. Joseph Vance Watkins. Robert Thomas Weatherford. Adam Charles Wexler. Bryce Franklin Weller. Andrew Eston White. Brandon James White. Caroline Elizabeth Wieters. Kevron Lante Williams. Brian Edward Wilmarth. Monisa LaShawn Wilson. Arian DeMonte Curry. Taylor Tatiana Wilson DeBose. Alexander Christoffel Weimer. Kieran Woodaweiss. Cole Jennings Wright. Wajane Jasnike Wright. Gabriel Boaver Weiland. Siobhan Michelle Wynn. Hamza Tariq Zahir. Emma Michelle Zamet. Matthew Joseph Zamet. Ming Fei Zhu.
Ladies and gentlemen, the J.J. Pearce High School class of 2015. Please join me as we sing our alma mater. As we escort J.J. Pearce class of 2015 from the arena. Students, please stay where you are. Thank you very much.